Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, what you looking at? Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it, come on.
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today. Let's go! One more.
Hey, hit me up.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get started, man. Get started. Yo, watch it. And the foul. That's all you.
Now we're rolling. Just like that.
You got it. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hey, yo, right here, right here. Yo, shut up. Come on, box him out.
We'll get the next one.
Yeah, let's go, let's do it.
Get your mind right.
Damn.
We're all stuck at home, but we are working hard to bring you 2K TV. And I know I've been doing a lot of eating, a lot of watching TV. Besides playing 2K, Chris, what have you been doing?
Well, I've been watching a lot of 2K. It's been really fun to watch all these competitive games, the community come together.
What's up, Coach?
Okay, you're gonna run with the starters tonight. We want to give you a look with the first unit, see how it goes.
That's what's up, Coach.
You earned it, Che. Right, but you gotta perform if you want it to stick.
Hey, not an issue.
You seem pretty confident.
Is that a bad thing?
No, just make sure that your work ethic matches your confidence.
Hey, man, you know I live in the gym. I got this.
All right, there's lots of guys in China and Europe who thought they made it before they did.
You know you just said the same thing 3 different ways.
So you get my point.
Yeah, understood, Coach.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Hey, good luck out there, kid.
Hey, thanks, Sarge. I appreciate you.
Hey, Che.
What's
I
up?
need you with the rest of the starters. We're gonna take a pic for social.
A picture? Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's go. All right, gentlemen, let's huddle up here for photo. Get all in there. All right, group up a little bit more. Okay, why don't you guys take a big step back? That look good? Okay. All right, thanks everyone. Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River, it's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. And a quick look here at some of the numbers from McCollum. Hey, DA, take it away.
Well, it was just a matter of time before Che was added to the starting lineup. Fans had been questioning why Che was still coming off the bench. Coach said he wanted to make sure not to rush Che and potentially overwhelm him. Either way, this does not look like it's a temporary switch. Guys?
Thank you for that, David. Greg, quite a few people have been expecting this to happen.
Yeah, with the amount of time Che spent in college, you figured he'd be polished coming into the league. The question was, would he buy in? And I think we've gotten our answer.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Boss in at the 5, down low. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Rodney Hood. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
Lillard misses. Now here's Waiters. Boss passes to Rondo. He kicks to James. 6 on the shot clock. And they double up LeBron. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. The Lakers with the ball. Davis dishes to James. Inside. Outside for Rondo. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so Hood will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
James, the pass to Rondo. Waiters for 3. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. That's a 2 from Hood. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And it's the Lakers' ball. Waiters dishes to Rondo. Stolen by McCollum. The rebound by the Lakers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20-25-5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Boss. He feeds it to LeBron. Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Fires from deep. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes. And he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. Fires from 14. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are up.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hezonja is out there with Anthony, and it's Hood in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Basket, good. Hood's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And they double up James. Boss comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And a wide open look for Hood. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Love how Hezonja sets up his teammates, tees them up nicely, and he's all for getting his guys going.
Passes it to LeBron. Over McCollum. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from LeBron.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Hezonja finds Lillard over Rondo, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
James, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to LeBron. And another basket for the Lakers.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Anthony with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Pass to Boss. Shoots it up. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, you can see the talent that Shea has even when he gets on the floor with limited minutes. His game is very polished from his years in college.
GA, you can see the improvement game to game, I think. Wouldn't be surprised to see his role grow over the course of the season. Lillard with the bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters, and many criticized that move.
And you know, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
Murray's checked in for the Lakers. Waiters comes in for Rajon Rondo. That's good from Boss. A minute 20 left now here in the second. McCollum against LeBron. McCollum right side. Here's Nurkic. No good. Shot missing. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Pulls up on the wing. LeBron grabs the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced error.
Little, he's checked in. One second left. And so it's Portland, 13 points up at the end of the period. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Deion Waiters is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Boss in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journey.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
Hood can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 15. Rondo dishes to James. The pass to Boss. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. LeBron against Hood, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one.
12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's LeBron. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Portland. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, good job defensively.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. You've got Yusuf Nurkic, Rodney Hood out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in a 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Hood, the pass to Lillard. Hits the 3-point bomb. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And here is LeBron. Outside, Green. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past. But the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
Portland leading by 21. Lillard left side. Here's Trent. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Nurkic. And there's the call on Boss. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Rondo passes to LeBron. Kicks it to Waiters. Over Trent. Shot's good by Waiters.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Portland leading by 21. Trent passes to Lillard. Hood drives in, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's LeBron, and that one off the back of the rim and in. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. A fadeaway, and again it's the Lakers.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
Lillard against Rondo. Now, here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. 6 to shoot, and Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Trent. Anthony trying to get open. And another 3 for Portland.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Nobody near Lillard. And another 3 for Portland.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
The 19-foot shot. LeBron, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Passes it to Carmelo. Here's Trent. He's guarded by Waiters. Here's Hood. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
Tonight, they seemed committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in a season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
I think it just work better that way. Hey, you got to throw this one out, Che. It's not what you wanted. It's what happens.
My bad, Coach. I felt like I let y'all down.
You get another chance. All right, just keep your head up and keep working, all right?
All right, cool.
I'll see you at practice.
Yes, sir.
Go get some sleep.
Congrats on the start, Jay. So how did it feel to get the first one out of the way?
To be honest with you, it felt like I belonged. You know, a competitor like me, you always want to test yourself at the highest level of competition. And being in this starting lineup, it gives me a chance to do that. I mean, would I have liked to play better? No doubt. But this is only the beginning for Che. Bigger and better things are coming, so stay tuned.
Do you think you've done enough to keep your starting spot?
That's up to Coach. Whatever role he needs me to play, that's what I'll do.
These guys are hammering.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Che.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right.
Hey, how you been, man?
Great game. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, whoa. With the foul.
get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Again. Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Hey, see you later, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. You'll get the next one.
What the fuck?
got... Well, thanks for that report, David. It's always interesting, isn't it, Greg, when buddies go up against one another?
And the last thing you want to do is lose to a friend. There's a lot of pride at stake, even though there's a lot of love.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Walden. And it's Johnson in at the 4. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Deion Waiters is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Boss in at the 5. Well, every year, Doris, despite the expert predictions, there are always big surprises, some things that come out of the blue, or they're fun to watch.
We tend to use that word expert lightly because you never know, despite collections of talent, who's going to work well together, who develops their chemistries, what injuries play a part in a particular season. Are there mid-season trades that sort of maybe change the chemistry and the makeup of a particular roster? So, listen, predictions, take them with a grain of salt. You never know how an NBA season might play out.
And that's why we love the regular season so much. Long, yes, but so many different twists and turns along the way.
No doubt.
Now James, after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Shot clock at 6. Here's Davis. Good work defensively by Johnson.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And that one's good, Walden.
And talk about confidence. You could tell A.W. knew he was going to fire as soon as the pass was in the air.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 19-point game against Portland. And the rejection by Towns. And here we go. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Reading the court well, leave someone open on A.W. squad, and you're going to pay.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Outside, Russell. With the floater, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence. Well, D'Angelo Russell, one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, he can get a shot at any time.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Walden, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And you know, Doris, another thing about D'Angelo Russell, he's not afraid of the big moment.
Kevin, he has proven that he is willing to take and make big shots. He doesn't necessarily beat you with tremendous athleticism, but it's his basketball skill that sets him apart.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Spellman's checked in. Now here's LeBron. There's the dish to Rondo. Outside for Davis. Outside Rondo. Jacks up a 3. Trains the three-pointer.
He is a master in that pick and roll. He knows exactly when to pull the trigger or facilitate.
Russell passes to Towns. Walden with it, working on James, and he gets the bucket. 9 points for Axel Walden.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here is Davis. No points in the game yet for him, and that one good.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Walden, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Well, it was speculated all of last season, and shortly after the finals ended, on the court for Minnesota, They've got Beasley. James Johnson is out there with Towns. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Culver in at the small forward. Johnson kicks to Culver. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Russell for the 3. Morris with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shot's good by Waiters.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that 6th sense. Wow, what a pass.
Pass to Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Rondo against Russell. Puts it up from 12. That shot off. And Minnesota now the other way. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
LeBron outside. Pass to Boss. Waiters against Beasley. Waiters with the ball. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And there's the call on Boss. That's foul number 2 for him. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Murray comes in for Rajon Rondo. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Walden, he's checked in for Culver. Russell against Murray. Outside Russell. Over Murray. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got 7 points here in this quarter. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Portland.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Gotta recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
Basket counts.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Waiters passes to LeBron. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Minnesota leading by 3. And here's Walden. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
Beasley outside. And that one released in time, but no good.
We can get lost in LeBron's offensive skills. His defense has always.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action. Foul. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Axel Walden has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dion Waiters is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Boss in at the 5 spot.
And guys, in case you didn't know, Axel Walden and Shea were actually roommates in the summer leading up to the draft. Now they're both in the league and get to square off as competitors.
They are indeed, and you know, Greg, there has to be a little extra motivation for both of them here tonight. They're still good friends, but nothing feels better. Hitting a shot right in the face of a friend, right? Of course, you graduated as your college's all-time assistant. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your team?
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Outside, Walden. Here's Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Axel Walden. Walden's got his third assist on the night. Timeout called the Lakers.
You know, one dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years, they have been an excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end.
Los Angeles shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Free throw, no good for James.
I think what amazes me about LeBron James is that he never stops pushing. This guy is pursuing greatness.
It's good. Rondo's got 5.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Russell feeling it out a bit.
And this to me is important for Karl Anthony Towns. We know he has a terrific perimeter game, but I like to see him take charge on the interior first.
And so it's Axel Walden making things happen here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Towns is out there with James Johnson. Then there's Walden. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Russell in at the point. Towns, no luck.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Here's Davis, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Outside, Walden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one doesn't go. Good D by LeBron. Now the pass to Rondo. Here's Boss, defended by Towns. To tie it up, and there's another one for the Lakers.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Pass to Russell. Back to Beasley. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Some solid D here from Boss.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. Outside, Russell. Back to Towns. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive. And you can feel the excitement in the building. both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Minnesota calls timeout.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Right out. .52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's James, takes the 12-footer and hits. James has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point. I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
It's Davis on the wing. Passes to James. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Back to Rondo. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Towns.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there was some that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
Come on, not today. I'm tired.
Sorry, you gotta do some media.
Can I skip it?
Not if you want to get fined.
I'll be there.
Thanks, Jay.
All right. See you in a few.
Great game tonight, Che, especially on defense. Can you talk a little bit about that side of the ball?
Yeah, sure, you can say that, but not gonna lie, man, I'm gonna have to say hats off to those guys in the other locker room because they played a hard game and it wasn't easy to slow them down. But you know, overall, I think it was Coach. You know, he gave us a game plan that put us in a really good position to succeed. And what we did was we were able to execute that plan without, you know, too many mistakes, and it helped us get the win.
Okay.
How's it going? I see you out there doing work.
Hold up, fellas. The grind don't stop. We have got to find a way to create more scoring opportunities in transition. Today, we gotta work on getting easier buckets in transition.
You got it. Come on, man. Hey, ball, huh? Yeah, that's all you, man. Oh, foul that. No. Hey, that's good boy. You all day.
That's what we need right there. Nice work. All right, let's move on. Great energy in practice. Don't leave the gym without putting some individual work.
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
One more. Now we're rolling.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
To another episode of NBA 2K TV. There is so much going on in 2K20 right now, and we've
Energy. Tough break.
break for Blake Griffin, as it looks like his injury is going to keep him out for quite a bit of time.
Terrible news.
Yeah, especially with Blake. This is a guy who's so physically gifted, but has had to battle injuries his entire career.
Yeah, a true warrior.
Yeah, the thing with Blake is that he's evolved his game so much.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, this is the NBA on 2K.
It's time for the NBA. DA, well, winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. And it's Boss in at the 5 spot. And for Orlando, Al Farouk Amino is out there with Mohamed Bamba. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Isaac in at the 3. And in constructing lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor spacing. To you, what matters most?
Well, to me, what matters most is floor spacing. It doesn't. A defense is not overrated. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the paint?
Right.
Well, then I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
For the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Green, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Outside Fournier. And the pass to Bamba. Back to Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got his second bucket of the night.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
Rondo finds James. Here's Boss. Bamba with the block. Carter-Williams against Rondo. Fournier trying to break loose. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
The long legs of Carter-Williams eating up the floor on his way to the rim.
James, the pass to Boss. James in the post. It's hauled in by the Magic. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
They were connecting, and when they're connecting like that, they're hard to beat. Their accuracy from outside, just incredible.
Here's Green, trying to get open as Davis, and again, no good by the Lakers. Fournier in the corner. Pass to Bamba. Good ball movement here by the Magic. No good that time. Excellent D there from Boss. Lakers trail by 3. And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Money well spent. I mean, for his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice. And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And that one was all about offensive excellence.
The sixth pick back in 2017, 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
So for the Lakers right now, we've got Caldwell Pope. Rajon Rondo is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Boss, and it's Davis in at the 4 slot. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. LeBron kicks to Rondo. Pass to Boss. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
To the left wing, to the middle. Here's Fournier, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And that one falls for Fournier. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a two-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. Lakers trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Rondo. Passes it to Davis. And they double up Davis. Here's Boss. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Huh? What a group. Take a look at Boss. Not really the start he wanted to have for his NBA career, but the season is young. He can still fight his way, guys, into the conversation.
And it's been a fairly drawn-out adjustment period for him in the early stages of his rookie season.
Yeah, I thought he'd be playing a bigger role than he has up to this point. I mean, the talent's there. We all know that. But he hasn't been able to assert himself as he has needed to.
Rondo passes to Boss. He kicks to James. There's 1:38 left here in the second. Bucket is good.
Determination and focus inside. Not a lot you can do against James once he gets the ball right there.
Carter Williams with it. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Good. Carter Williams has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Magic.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Orlando making some changes. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Bamba. And it's James Ennison for Markelle Fultz. Left side, Davis. There's the pass to Boss. Back to LeBron. Over Ennis. Shot is good off the back rim and in. James has got 4 points in the quarter.
As good as LeBron is at moving the ball, he's not going to pass up the jump shot if it's there for him.
And Aminu kicks to Ennis. And here is Carter Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Fournier's shot is off.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Isaac passes to Carter Williams. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Isaac. And Davis pulls it down. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Rondo. And the Lakers tack on 2 more. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic lead by 1. And now let's catch. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Mohamed Bamba getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Orlando, Carter Williams is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Bamba in at the 5, roaming the paint. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Here's Carter Williams. Over Green. And James pulls it down.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit. As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Pass to Fournier. Back to Carter Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Aminu. Misses the 3. Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a bit.
Clearly a foul.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Terrence Ross is checked in for Aminu. Bolts comes in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo. Fultz, the shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right.
Boss gets the bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me."
The Magic trail by 11. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's Boss in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. 17-foot shot on the way. Green, no luck. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Like the Clippers of a year ago. They looked like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr. Barmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
Green against Fournier, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Orlando. LeBron dishes to Rondo, pass to Boss. Over in the corner, Green. Passes it to Boss. The shot, trying to get open, it's Davis. Boss gets the bucket. Boss has got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Outside Fournier. Green with the block. And they'll keep possession. That one good for 2. Los Angeles leading by 9. LeBron passes to Rondo. Here's Boss, covered by Bamba. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Bamba with the block. It's Fournier on the wing. Knocked away. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Rondo against Fournier. Davis, the pass to Boss. Outside Rondo, kicks it to Green. Outside Davis. 5 to shoot. The pass to Boss. Orlando grabs the miss. Ross has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Tipped away. Fournier pass to Bamba. Rondo looking over the floor. Doesn't go for him. The Magic trail by 9. Ross passes to Carter Williams. Now Fournier. Five on the clock. Pass to Carter Williams. Over LeBron. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So for the Magic, Isaac comes in for Ross. Seconds left in the game. Here's Bamba. Misses from short range. And so the Lakers take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Yo, check.
What's up?
I want you to meet Chris. He trains a lot of our guys in the offseason.
Oh, I know Chris, man. I follow you on Instagram. What's up?
Big fan of your game, Che.
For real?
Yeah, gotta respect someone that stands up for what's right.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
So look, if you ever want to get in the gym, just hit me up. We can get to work.
For sure.
I got a lot of trust in Chris. All right, use him. He's a good resource.
Will do, man. I'll take you up on that.
Appreciate the trust, Coach.
All right, guys.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Los Angeles Lakers.
Get hip or get stuff.
You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh? Yo, set it up! Hey, he can ball.
Who's got ball? Ball up! Yeah, man, I like it. Keep it up.
Take this ball.
Good finish, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Focus, focus. Yo, yo, yo.
Ball, huh?
I got ball. Ball there. Way to knock those down. Ball up.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Come on, let's go. Let's do it.
thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. It's nice to have you on the show. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well, the best that I can.
The brilliant blue water of Miami. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Well, you look at Adebayo. He's not too far away from a spot in the starting five. A lot of votes have been coming his way.
And even if he doesn't get the fan votes he needs to become a starter, you have to believe he'll be a part of the Eastern Conference All-Star team.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. And it's Boss in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Heat, Jones is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the point.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
You've seen a lot of teams over your time that have been terrific starting a season, then just fall apart second half of the season.
Have you seen it, Kevin, happen with teams that have really good veteran players? I've seen it with young teams.
Yeah, unravel. I mean, it's painful to watch. None come to mind, but I'm sure you could start to find teams that are 10 wins below from one half of the season to the next.
And some of that we know. It can happen with injuries to a star player and you just are dismantled. But a lot of times...
Like the Pacers with Oladipo.
Yeah.
They were a different team the last quarter of the season.
It's a great call, Kevin. But a lot of times it happens with young teams because if you get off to such a hot start and it's a bit unexpected, there's going to be a lot more attention on you. And you start to feel like, oh, well, we've arrived. This is easy. We've done this for 35, 40 games. No problem. Well, the league figures you out, and a lot of times young teams that have early success are probably the most susceptible to this lemmings kind of falling off the cliff type of deal.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. The Lakers with the ball. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Rondo. And here is Davis. Fades back. Here's Boss. It's Adebayo with the rebound. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Magic. Jones, the pass to Robinson. A steal. Out to the wing. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Jones. They break it out, 5 on 3. Here's the floater.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
The feed to James. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 6 points for LeBron.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, one thing you can say about the Heat team, very long and very athletic.
That helped them really stay competitive in a lot of games, but...
Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
That one misses for Kuzma.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
They've got Jones. Jay Crowder out there with Adebayo. Then there's Dragic, and it's Nunn in at the shooting guard position. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
And it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Back to Rondo. Caldwell Pope outside. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Boss passes to Caldwell Pope. To the paint. It's stolen by Adebayo. Outside, Jones. And Dragic has it in the corner. Pass to Nunn. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Knocks it loose. Over Rondo. And the shot is long. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Boss, in that last matchup against the Magic, seemed to be struggling. He scored some points and did some work at the defensive end with a few blocked shots. All night he struggled to find a shot. And he ended up with some bad shooting numbers. We'll see if he can bounce back here tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And just not the game he hoped to have, guys.
And I know he felt like he let his team down with that performance, and I'm betting he comes out here tonight with a lot of extra motivation.
Well, if this was a relay race, I might put him in the first leg, get him out to a fast start, draw up a couple high percentage looks for him so he can rebuild that confidence.
Shoots from 14. Here's Adebayo. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who could finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Rondo finding his teammates, that is his greatest strength on the floor.
Dragic dishes to Crowder. 1:41 left to play in the first half. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Heat. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Solomon Hill comes in for Derek Jones. Robinson is subbed in for Goran Dragic. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
Well, that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit the shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
Right side, Rondo. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Trickery of Rondo. You know he loves to go for those floaters from time to time.
Robinson against Green. And there's the pass to Nunn. Leonard trying to break free. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Rondo against Hill. And it's Rondo penetrating. Here's James. Nunn grabs the board.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Rondo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Rondo.
With 1 on the clock, that one misses. And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range. he is
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Boss is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Rondo in at the point. Dragic against Rondo. And it's Dragic off the drive, and no good that time. LeBron with some nice D. Tries it from 19. Offensive rebound. Davis, the pass to Green. Some solid defense from Robinson.
แล้วพี่หัวเวลานั้น
He has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Davis.
That's just such good touch. I mean, with that length, Kevin, once he turns, he's got a shooting window that feels wide open.
Down low, here's Adebayo. He kicks it to Crowder. Back to Adebayo. Second shot opportunity, and he hits the jump shot. Adebayo's got 4 this quarter. Lakers trail by 4, and out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Robinson passes to Dragic. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Rondo. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Rondo's got 5 points so far.
Embracing the hit on the way up. Rondo hard to take down. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
Crowder goes in. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range. I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And the Heat call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
And Los in. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's the lob to the hoop. Boss, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
They've got Robinson, Jay Crowder out there with Jones. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Nunn in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Robinson against Green. Robinson dishes to Olynyk. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists tonight.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Waiters passes to Boss. Robinson against Green. Inside, here's Boss. That one drops for him. Boss has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Lakers.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Here's Nunn. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Waiters passes to Boss. Waiters no luck.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
To the middle. Here's Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to LeBron. They get it again. Davis and Jones sends it back. Pass to Nunn. And he jams it with authority.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 1. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Kuzma.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Rondo bounce pass. Got a piece of it to the inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. That gives them the lead. And the Heat lead by 1.
And that's enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal and then off to the races.
1:22 left to play here in the fourth. James finds Davis. No good that time. Here's Miami now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. It's Jones on the wing. James covering. Crowder against James. Shot clock at 5. Miami needs to get a shot off. Let's go. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And that hurts as he
Come on, Rondo!
Focus now on the second.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, it's as valuable as it gets.
And the Heat making a change here. Dragic has checked in.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Now a timeout called by Miami. The score knotted at 56. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. LeBron kicks to Green, over Robinson, and again, the Lakers no good.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Crowder with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Davis against Crowder.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
From deep. But they'll get another chance. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. Ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
They faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, it's just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the
Once again, that was